next match here. It is going to be another PvP, so it's going to be on Ascension to R. Should be
That's the
different.
way to do it, man. It is going to be on Ascensions to Air. Would you like to do the first intro?
Yeah, definitely. In the top left-hand corner, he is the red Protoss for the Risen community. Gonna try to bring it back for him. It is herOmarryme.
Alright, and in the bottom right-hand corner, not exactly sure how to pronounce his name, but I'll try. Hupsaiya, something like that, from LIT.
Definitely. So definitely some good gameplay last time from the pink Protoss. Gonna hopefully see maybe some of the same stuff, or do you think he's gonna try to change it up and know, maybe what's going on?
From what we saw last game, he was really playing reactionary. As soon as that proxy was scouted, he just started pumping immortals. I believe he did want to go straight into the disruptor drop rather than go into those immortals, and probably a quicker expand. That would be the only variation I think that we'll see different in this game from last. Unless he has another build planned, of course.
So we do have the double gas coming out from both players. Do you think that's going to mean that they want to go aggressive, or should that just be kind of their way of getting out some quick adepts and just kind of having something defensive there?
Yep, man. Exact same thing as we see for both players. They're actually placing their buildings almost perfectly similar.
So they do have the cybernetic scores coming out. Do you think that does that mean that they're basically wanting to go like Stalker and be able to try to build those up then?
Yeah, most likely. It really depends on. I believe normally one player will go for a Stalker and Adept, and the other would go for 2 Stalkers. It's really odd that way. So 2 Stalkers for one player, and then 2 Stalkers for the other. Okay, yeah. So probably just match each other's Stalkers, get up to a second base, make sure you don't die to any early game shenanigans. You know how it is.
Yeah, he does get a herOmarryme. He does kind of get a scout off, seeing what's going on. He says, I've seen that build before somewhere, and realizes, it's kind of the same build he's doing. So
yeah, it looks like that is the meta in PvP at this point. Both players are researching that beautiful tech known as Gateway, or Warp Gate, and probably going to take their natural expansions very shortly. We still do not see the tech that's going to be emerging from their base yet. It should be dropped down shortly. So, is the gravity keeping you down then?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's a cool force times acceleration like this probe about to make the Nexus. He has to slow down, realize the factor of gravity, he's not having any vertical acceleration, and it's only horizontal, and he's all good. He's like, I can stop, we're all good. It looks like he is going to be building down a pylon, a natural expansion as well, and both players will start transitioning into a macro game. The tech choice for Hupsaiya is going to be that beautiful robotics facility.
Oh yeah, so both players it seems like they're both playing like really defensive. It looks like maybe Hupsaiya is going to kind of maybe do some poking here. I don't think he's actually kind of sure, but we do have an expansion for both players. So
yep, he actually did throw it down right now. Both players, alright, so Twilight Council and Robotics Facility going down for hero, and probably Twilight as well going down for Hupsaiya very soon. Or rather, we are going to be seeing that disruptor drop once again.
Oh yeah, that definitely can be a very scary thing if it's not watched, if you don't spot it, as we saw last time with the disruptor shots. Can definitely get some damage done if not taken care of.
Sounds good. And both players just continuing to mass up their army, making sure they're in a great position for later on in the game. 6 Stalkers to 4, Twilight Council will be finishing up, and we'll most likely see a tech be coming out very shortly. It is going to be Blink.
We do have that Warp Prism coming in. Looks like he may be trying to do some drops, try to get some pressure going here. So that would definitely be good.
True. Yeah, both players just macroing up. Expansion's about to finish for friend Hupsaiya here. If we look at the units count, Hero is in the lead with 6 workers. It's a huge deficit so far, since he has had that second Nexus up for so much longer. And yeah, grabbing his second gas as his 3rd and 4th gas rather as expansion. And War Prism will be coming out to get some damage done. Most likely harass. And War Prism speed being researched on the other side for our pink Protoss player. Gravity, you good, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, I was
Okay.
just seeing what was going on. Honestly, PvP is kind of my worst matchups to cast, so I'm just like learning from what you're
Alright.
saying and trying to see what's going on here.
No problem, man. I don't play either of the races in this matchup. Okay. Yeah, so a depth drop is going to be coming in to the main base of our Protoss player shortly. He is scouting with the Observer prior to the drop coming in to ensure it's clear. He's going to see the Mothership Core, see an open base, and be really happy. 2 forges have been dropped down on the other side of the map. Or, excuse me, a Twilight Council in the forge in the back of Hupsaiya's base. And a forge also being dropped down by Hero, matching the exact plays that he's doing. The Warp Prism's going to come in here and probably just drop straight into the natural.
At the late, good luck, have fun coming out. Guess he didn't see that.
All good, all good. Phoenix is going to be coming into that base and having a scout on. Warp Prism with the Disruptor will be coming in shortly. Let's see how many pro kills he can get. It's in the top left-hand portion of the map. And it looks like it will be making its way to the main shortly, but we have Stalkers on patrol waiting for it, ready to go. Here it goes, it's coming into the natural. Let's see what it's got of the red Protoss player. Natural, go, go, go. Red Protoss. It's gonna drop right now. There we go. There goes the disruptor shot. And it gets like 3 probes. Nice.
So not too bad. And then he's able to keep it. He does see that that third is coming in, so definitely nice. He has his dropped. And it looks like he's able to push back this other one from his own base. So
yeah, sounds good, sounds good. Again, Hero's just in the lead just with a few workers. Later on, it's going to translate into more units, of course.
Oh, and he's able to get that Warp Prism down, so very nice.
Nice job so far by Hupsaiya. Great job cleaning that up. Warp Prism is going to be coming back into the natural expansion here. Stalkers are going to react. Hopefully we do see a pull away of probes. He's going to get 1 Stalker, then push out.
He's gonna
he
get
does
caught.
have him pinned here. He has him pinned. Alright, so this Warp Prism is most likely dead.
Oh, he's able to get right there, just right where he's not going to get attacked. So that's
yeah, he can't hit it. You're right. But with the Disruptor in there, if he loses that, that's a big loss for him. Hero's just going to start macroing up this third base, ensuring that he has a good probe count. And +1 attack is almost finished, and let's see if he decides to go into Colossus or Disruptors himself. Most likely the Disruptor path.
So we do have a robotics facility. So do you think maybe he might switch to like Colossus or something off of this, or is it more?
Disruptors most likely in PvP. It's like the way that PvP is meta is right now. You go blink Stalkers because they don't die to Disruptors, right? You have if you can blink out of the Disruptor ball, and then you build Disruptors because if you go Colossus, what happens if like 6 Disruptor balls hit all your Colossus? They're very slow and clunky, and then they're just gone, right? So that's the reason, and it's very hard to transition out of the warfare. It's kind of like going Roach versus Roach in ZBZ. You never really transition out because both players, if you transition out, the first one to transition out will fall behind economically, because because your army is more efficient and cheap, and also will trade better than anything else you go for, whether that be Hydras, Ravengers, more based. And
does look like we might get a little bit of battle here. Both players are coming. We got the Ghost Colossus coming in. Force field's nice, be able to block off this army, get a couple of those Stalkers.
Let's see if this hallucinated Colossus can do something. How many kills do you think it's gonna get?
I would say about 15, if it's anything
15?
like a Marine.
Okay.
If they're anything
Let's
like
see.
Marines.
Let's see if the Colossus can get any, guys. Alright, he's gonna be pressing into the third base right here. He's gonna be able to get up the ramp this time. So that's great for him. Disruptors are gonna shoot down their shots very soon, but they're staying in the back of that army, making sure that they don't die to any shenanigans. Looks like back at home, the red Protoss player is starting to build his own disruptor count, having 2 robotics facilities pumping out simultaneously of this beautiful unit. And now may the disruptor wars begin, boys.
Yep, and the
Anything
Oracle,
that's not a Stalker will die.
yeah, he did have an
spells.
Oracle there, so he's able to see where this army is at, which is going to be really nice for him. So that's definitely going to help him. He's blinking forward. A couple of force fields there, so they've been kind of backing off, each kind of playing with each other, seeing you know, where each other's at.
4 Disruptor sitting at home for hero as he grabs his 4th base. He is going to be up in this a bit. He's up by 20 supply so far, so he's doing very well. Macroing it out, making sure he's in a great position. New upgrades are on the way, besides +3 attack for hero. And yeah, everything's going super. And both players are posturing just to continue this composition, continue this warfare of Disruptor versus Disruptor play. So if you ever wonder why whenever a Disruptor ball hits you in the face, or your Marine Army, you understand. Because they play with these things quite a bit in this matchup.
Oh yeah, and it looks like we do have a Dark Shrine coming in that's down for Hupsaiya. I wonder if he's going to try to maybe use that while the army's distracted, try to get some damage done on the other side. Does look...
No cancel on that 4th base though.
Oh, got a couple stalkers there.
Oh, so you're saying that he has a DT shrine, so he might be able to get some damage done?
Yeah, I think well, he has a Dark Templar shrine, and I mean he might. Well, he does have the photo cannons there, so he might not be able to do too much, but he does have that as a backup just in case.
Alright, looks like this game is going to be coming to a climax shortly. He does blink forward to get the Oracle, and both players are tagging each other's armies. Whoever makes the first move, or blinks first, usually loses, so you don't ever want to blink.
Oh yeah.
It's like a Mexican standoff, right?
Yeah, both of them are just kind of standing in the corner, waiting for each other to make the first move.
Big hit
There's
by
a
that
blink
Disruptor.
forward. He's going to get some of these. Oh, and
Ow,
the
that
Disruptor
hurt.
shots.
May the fights begin, boys. More Disruptor shots are going off. Both players are continuing to macro up. Is 4 base versus 4 base. And Hupsaiya is going to be taking that 4th base right now. Starting to put cans down and whatnot and getting in position.
Yeah. To be interesting note, he does have the Stalker. There was a Stalker over here that was being attacked. Oh man, what a Disruptor shot. Took out almost that whole ground army. One Disruptor taken out. Oh, so
that
much
was like
damage.
5 Disruptors. You see, this is PvP in a nutshell, my friends.
So
Who can
much
throw
damage.
more Disruptor balls?
I mean, we do have a little bit of harass over here, but it's easily taken care of. And now the pink Protoss player is kind of backing off a little bit, trying to regain his army. I mean, took so many hits, able to get this back in here. So that's his, or sorry, the red Protoss player is trying to build back his army, but still
It's
he's
literally
still
who can
ahead.
make her better.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just whoever can hit each other's army better. And we'll see how it goes.
Do have
Still
some
current-
zealots coming in. Look like
Yep.
they're gonna try to get some.
Here we go, boys. There's a mothership core actually warping in here, and he's gonna scout it right away. Let's see. That's 2 probes down, 3, 4, 5. They're falling rapidly, boys.
We do have one Stalker being taken out. Oh man.
Those zealots are doing work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when that mothership core turns into a mothership, though, trouble is going to be occurring. But Hero's doing the exact same thing on the other side of the map, following exactly what Mr. Hupsaiya Naira Sucker does.
Yeah. And it looks like there are some carriers on the way, so that definitely can get interesting. I don't. Okay, we do
Yeah,
have
4
carriers on the-
stargates.
Yeah.
So here's the conundrum, guys. Whoever gets the carriers first will have the carrier lead, but if he's able to disruptor shot all the stalkers, the other
some more
player,
in.
that being, the game is still over. So it's like, you still can't transition out of this comp completely.
Man, these zealots are getting some work done, taking out almost this whole probe line. Finally, he's able to react and get those taken care of, but got some stalker wars going on. He still has one in there. He hasn't taken out fully. Getting some extra kills. What is he doing? Just letting them kill.
That Zealot was a hero, man.
Yeah, I mean that definitely helped him out. We can see 75 workers to 50. So even though Hupsaiya is on 4 bases, he still is behind by 24 workers. So that's definitely gonna be crazy. We got some stalkers coming in as well. It's just keeping Hupsaiya on defense. He's not even able. Every time he tries to pull out to attack, he just keeps having to come back to defend. He's not even getting a chance to move out. Looks like we do have a mothership core as well on the other side. So both players with those mothership cores, detection, or well, with hidden units, which is so annoying for Terran players sometimes.
Yep. And both armies are just massing up over here in the top portion of the map, looking to get some damage done. Snipe on a disruptor there. Great job so far by Hupsaiya to do that.
There's nothing here to defend this attack up top because of this little pressure down at the bottom. There's nothing here. I mean, he is coming in, but he should be able to get some stuff done here. Disruptor shots coming in. Able to take out those stalkers.
American Sniper, is that you?
Able to get that Nexus, which is really good. He pulls back. And able to get... Oh, the mothership core still alive. I got scared there for a second. Thought you got the mothership core as well.
Nearly. Yeah, both players just massing up here. Since he lost all his stalkers, though, Hero's actually able to build more carriers than the other player. He has 4 Stargates in production right now. Building more and more carriers. So he's ironically he's in a better spot by losing that army. Stalker run by coming in for Hupsaiya here. They're gonna encounter the Zealots. Speedlots are pretty good units, and they are gonna run down these stalkers.
He blinks in, trying to pick up what army he can.
Stasis Ward.
The blinks, man.
This battle for supremacy in the Stalker War, guys. Great micro so far by Red.
Oh yeah, this is crazy. He's gonna be able to kind of pick this up, but he almost lost it there.
More and more carriers warping onto the battlefield, and the armies are continuing to grow for both players. The thing is, like, if these disruptor shots continue, no matter how good he's playing, he's always going to be at a deficit. He's maxed out right now. He's been maxed out many times prior and been ahead in supply, but he continues to just lose so much to these disruptors. Zealot run by once again coming into the 4th base of our pink Protoss player. Husky Starcraft will be proud.
Targeting those cannons, trying to make sure there's no defense here. He is able to pick up 3 of the cannons, which is really nice. And it looks like he's going at these rocks to get easier access, so...
Alright, here comes the carrier army.
Just everything taken down. He's coming in, but... I don't think he has much here to defend against this.
Here's the climax of the game, boys. Whoever can get more carriers out.
Yeah, it seems that way.
I guess it's like a muta versus muta battle. Both players are just, they can't figure out whether or not they can take the engagement, and if they lose the engagement, the game's over, so.
So, do the disruptor shots, do they attack, like, air units
Air?
as well?
No, they do not.
Okay.
If they did, I think I'd quit this game.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. Or if they did. If they didn't hit, like, air units.
Alright, he does have some Archons in this army, so that's going to help out quite a bit. With area of effect damage. But there's just so many carriers for both players. This is insane.
Just so many of those little missile things. It's so hard to see. It looks like he is going to go home.
I think Hupsaiya may have done it, man. After being behind all game, carriers are such a good unit that he was able to come back.
Yeah,
Nice job.
he still is down like workers, but his army is 127 to 99. So looks like he's going in for the final push here. I just don't think he's going to have enough to defend this. Unfortunately, I mean, he was alive ahead all the time, but there goes his mothership core. These carriers just getting taken out.
Yeah, GG should be called any moment here, and Hupsaiya will be taking down one of the masters and going on to the ace to ace match.
And there's the GG. Hupsaiya wins this one 4